Shalom Akim. All praise and glory and honor to Yahweh Bashmi Shai, by Hashem, Arakak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS Great Millstone. And peace and blessing to the elect. I have another edition of GMS News and Prophecy. Now I have another article that I want to bring out. This is from NBCnews.com. And this headline, Russia, Iran open their arms as Turkey loses patience with U.S. All right. So this is basically dealing with World War III and the mustering of these different nations coming together to form these different military coalitions, which is ultimately going to culminate in the Battle of Armageddon. All right, as stated in Revelation in the scriptures. Okay. So it says relations between the U.S. and Turkey have hit a new low over Washington's support of militias battling the Islamic State, according to analysts. The government in Ankara views the Kurdish fighters as terrorists. Experts warn that the crisis is resulting in Turkey, a longtime American ally with NATO's second largest standing army, turning away from the West and toward Russia and Iran. Now, this is very prophetic, man. Okay? All kind of prophecies are coming to pass. I'm just getting all kind of information. Trump just did his just gave his first State of the Union address, and it was very heavy in the spirit. If you every brothers and sisters caught it, you understand that or you should understand that America, I should say Trump, is doing his best to rebuild America. But we know, like the scripture says, that when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction. So something heavy is getting ready to happen. All right, especially to you Israelites. Okay, and now we have the relationship between one of America's allies, which is Turkey. All right, are turning towards two of America's bitter enemies. All right, which is very prophetic, and I'm gonna get the scripture on that, but I want to read some more of this article because there are things that are happening in the world today that you just have to pay attention to everything. Okay. So I'm going to keep reading. It says, U.S. military support for Syrian Democratic Forces, which are led by the Kurdish YPG militia, have left Turkey furious. Officials have even warned that Turkish troops are ready to cross into neighboring Syria. And the reason why they're furious and they're saying all this, that they're terrorists, because they are. All right. The elites of Esau, through the CIA and the Israeli Mossad, have set up these different agent provocateurs to go to Syria and Turkey, all right, and basically start this revolution to cause chaos, so the U.S. and NATO can go in there and take over and set up a central bank and bring the elite banking families, the Rothschilds and Rockefellers, all right, which most people know as the Illuminati, which we know as the elites of Edom, all right, in this rulership. According to the scriptures, we know that they're trying to set up their new world order. Okay? Underneath the power of the spiritual demon Satan. Okay? But it's not going to happen. All right? Let's see. I just want to get the main points. All right, I'm going to jump down. It says, as ties with the West deteriorate, Turkey was increasingly focusing on relations with America's rivals, he added. There is no doubt that declining in relations with the United States will push Turkey closer into the arms of Russia and Iran, Hakura said. All right. Let me go up a little bit and let me they're turned away. All right. Uh, so here it says the United States is providing military and logistics to a group of Kurdish fighters that is closely linked to the PKK. Hakura said, the PKK is a separatist group that has used violence with the aim of achieving an independent Kurdish state. Naturally, Turkey is apprehensive that a group of Syrian Kurdish fighters closely linked to the separatist Kurdish militants in Turkey is gaining a significant foothold in northern Syria. So the elites go in here and they set these, or I should say the U.S., all right, which is of the elites, they're funded by them. They go in here and they set up these anti-groups to basically overthrow the government and either create a new state or a new country or take over the current regime or government, so to speak, to set themselves up. So now you got Turkey turning towards Russia and Iran. All right. So I'm gonna get this scripture and I'm gonna show you how it's prophecy. All right. So this is the book of Ezekiel 38. And I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says, and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, which that's dealing with the lands that we call Russia today. All right. And then the princes over them now is Putin and his government. Okay, so this is what the Lord is going to do with the USSR or Russia, or what we know as Gog and Magog. This is what's going to happen. It says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. All right, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army. So the Lord is going to turn back these countries to their old ways and be against America, just like the old Soviet Union was. That's why you see Russia so adamant on becoming its own superpower. All right? It's part of the prophecies. It says, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Persia, which is Iran today, all right? Ethiopia and Libya, which Libya goes back to the Hamites put, okay, which Libya's being back is was in the news for a number of years dealing with this guy Muammar Gaddafi, all right? But now they're also going to turn towards the alliance of Russia and these other African nations and Russia, okay? So it says Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, with who? With the Russians, okay? That's why they're forming these alliances now over there. All of them with shield and helmet. So they're preparing the armory. You know, they're soldiers. Verse 6 says Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee. Gomer and Togarmah are represented by Turkey. Okay? Gomer would be where Gomer in the ancient world, if you look on the map, that's the area where Turkey would be today, in Togarmah. So now you see this happen. You're seeing Russia, Iran, which is Persia, Russia, which is Gog and Magog. You see Gomer turning towards the alliance of Russia and Putin and Iran. But that's because the Lord said these words here. That's why you got to pay attention to the scriptures, pay attention to the prophecies, and watch these videos, because the world news is getting filtered through the Bible right now. We're in the last days. Okay? It says, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself. Thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So Russia is assigned to watch over all these other countries. So let's see more prophecy being fulfilled. All right. Now let's go back to the article, okay? All right. It says there is no declining relations with the United States will push Turkey closer into the arms of Russia and Iran, Hakor said. It says last year, Ankara announced that it was purchasing Russian 7-400 surface-to-air missile systems. So this is Russia being a guard and a protector to Turkey by giving them weapons. All right. So it says, and on Thursday, Turkey announced that its chiefs of military staff and of intelligence had traveled to Russia to consult their counterparts ahead of a possible offensive in Syria, according to the state-run Anadolu news agency. Okay. And you got America trying to diffuse the situation, but it's not going to happen, man, because the Lord already said that they were going to turn back with Gog and Magog. Okay, so prophecies being fulfilled as we speak, man, day by day. You know, it's hard to even keep up sometimes, but once once I had got a chance to really just delve into it. All right. I wanted to bring it out because these things are manifesting, man. Okay. It says I'm gonna read this right here. It says Turkish troops have been in Syria for about 3 months after entering northern Idlib province, following an agreement with Russia and Iran. All right, to try to reduce fighting between pro-Syrian government forces and rebel fighters. So this is the deal, man. Okay. This is the deal, man. These prophecies are happening, man. All right. So, hey, keep watching and be prepared in the spirit and keep pushing. All right. Because, the end of this place is near, man. All right. But with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Bashmi Awashai, Wabah Hashem, Havakwadash, double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS. We say World War III is on the rise. All right. Until the next time, Shalom.